In order to see if there's anything more to us than the physical power, we're going to try an exercise. They're going to help me to see if we can demonstrate that. So what I want to ask you is that put your hand here, yeah,
Okay.
and put the other one here, and gently try to bend it according to the my elbow. And I'm going to resist him with my physical power, tip of the iceberg, right? Okay, so go, 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 go. Okay, okay. Obviously, he can, and takes a lot out of me. But is there another way? Try the same way. Go ahead. Go ahead. So is there another? Go ahead. So is there another way? If I can talk, and he can do. Keep going when you're ready, and he can simply do things, and I can have my tea, or maybe I can have my water, or I can just pay attention and just relax, and focus on bringing back and forth as I wish. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. So we can see that there's something else at work here. Because first, my physical abilities is not equivalent to his. But if I click into some other things that is out there, then we can maybe realize there's something more to us than that. So can you help me with another exercise?
Why not?
Okay. Law of physics says that when you're bigger, you're supposed to be able to easily lift the smaller,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Without you, I can't do this. So what I want you to do is put your hands underneath my arms and just lift me up. There we go. Okay, now, that's my physical part, right? Same thing, again, without touching me, because that's then leverages me. That's like technique, yeah? Just want to see if there's any difference. Go ahead. Now, go ahead. Now, this, go ahead, when you're ready.
Go ahead.
So you see, this is different than what he was doing, and I'm not really
Doing anything.
doing anything. You convinced?
Yeah.
So are you guys convinced that there is something other than, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Tonight, I want to talk to you a little bit about what we are made out of. What are the potentials that we have? Human being, through the history, has learned it is good to be powerful. So everybody, for their own reasons, are trying to be more powerful. Some want to be more powerful so they can dominate the others. Some want to be more powerful so they can make more money, or they want to make more money to be more powerful. They still want to be powerful. Some want to be more powerful so they can buy more toys, or some want to be more powerful so they can find, I don't know, different friends, prettier girlfriend, and if you're a lady, more suitable man. Everybody, one way or another, has learned to be powerful is good. Okay, but the question is, what is the definition of most useful power? The unlimited power that we are seeking for. Where can we find it? Where do we look for it? Do we look for it in the physical world? Because everything physical has limitations. So how could what that has limitation be unlimited? You're looking for unlimited power, right? But if we're looking for that unlimited power in the physical world, then we will find limited power. Because physical world, anything physical is limited. It's got limited potential, limited power. Well, for that, let's first look into what we're made out of. So then we know if we should look for it physically or somewhere else, and where could that be? If we don't know where to look for, we may not find the treasure we're looking for. In other words, if we go and look in the garbage looking for gold, we may never find it. But if we know where the gold really is, or how it's what are the chances of where it could be, like maybe in the mines or in the middle of the rocks of a mountain, then we have a better chance to find it because we've located where this gold is. Same thing, if you're looking for limited power, let's find out where a limited power could be housed to begin with. Then if we know its location or its characteristics, then we know where it can be, at least we have a guideline, and then possibly we can find it. So for that, we need to understand what we are made out of. Well, we're made out of mind and the body. Physical being, the body, and the mind, which is where the other things and potentials and abilities of ours, which is not visible, is. It's like the iceberg in the ocean. Iceberg, on the surface of the ocean, you will see a small, big iceberg, but it's smaller than the other big iceberg. So some of them are this big, some of them are huge. But that's not all there is to the iceberg, is it? It's only what we can see. 1,000 times bigger than the visible portion of iceberg on the surface of the ocean is underneath the ocean, which is invisible. We too, just like the ocean, just like the iceberg, we have that invisible power within us. Our body, what's visible, is like the visible segment of the iceberg. And just like the iceberg, we too have that inner power, which is not visible, which is the power of our mind. So doesn't that make sense that just as we go and train the smaller portion of our being, our bodies, we go to the gyms or we go through sports and running or jumping or swimming or whatever we choose to train our bodies, fitness training and all these. Just as we do that to strengthen our bodies and make our bodies fit to meet the challenges of life with more of a fitness, doesn't that make sense? We also got to make this strengthen and understand this, how this works, so we will know exactly how to use it, what are its abilities and what are its potentials and how it can help our lives. Well, if you imagine a toy that you bought a toy, well, you got to have a battery for it to work. At least that's how it was when I was a kid. And as long as this battery had juice, the toy was working perfectly. When the juice would run out, the toy wouldn't work. So it wasn't just the toy itself, the body. It was also the juice, the battery, the mind, that had to be replenished and filled with energy in order to give the body the directions and the power that it's supposed to use to perform as it's designed to perform. So our body and mind must both be fit, must both be trained, and must both work together in order for us to manifest our total powers. So by understanding how our psyche works, how the consciousness works, how our thoughts and desires and ego and fears and all that works and what affects them, how they affect each other, what is their role in making our body function or react, the emotions that come and go because of what we process here, how we understand. It all is important for us to know how this whole thing inside our psyche is made out of. To understand it is to tap into that unlimited power, which makes us free and able to deal with the challenges that comes our way in this journey of life. Whether it's emotional and relationship challenges, whether it's disasters, whether it's financial, whether it's hope and abilities to deal with challenges come to us. Whatever it is, we need the mind and body both fit and work together, where the body's fitness and stretches of fitness and limits of fitness is limited, but the mind's potential and powers, by understanding how it works and so on, can be unlimited. And that's where we should be working, and that's what we should be looking for, that elusive treasure of gold that we were just talking about. The unlimited power is by understanding how our mind works. Anything that can be visible by the eyes is got limited power. Just look at it. If I can see a big portion of the ocean and my eyes cannot see further, is that the total size of the ocean? Or is there more to the ocean than my eyes cannot see the end of it? So is the body of the water that I can see the end of it bigger, or the body of the water that I cannot see where it ends? Obviously, when my eyes cannot see anymore, that's a bigger power than what my eyes can actually see, its limitations. So we like to train and understand our mind, and then combine, in combination of mind and body coordination and understanding how they work together, how they affect each other, and that's where the manifestation of total power happens, and that's where we should focus to understand and train and be free by having the unlimited power that we seem to be all seeking. We'll talk about this a little bit more later. In the meantime, hope you have a nice day or evening, and talk to you soon.